bottles and believe we back in business. This is highly recommended. This for all of my pushing the limit.
Well, they don't call them the faithful for nothing, Brock. Fans numbering 70,000 strong have made the trek to Santa Clara, and they're ready to cheer on their 49ers here at Levi's Stadium. Jake Moody now ready to get this one started. And off we go in Santa Clara. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Cut. Two for one.
They've got a man in motion. Gives to Montgomery to start the drive. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45.
Go, Brown. Cut. Value three. Cut.
Going to the ground again on first. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Two.
From the gun, Goff. Pass is caught. That's Tim Patrick. And they make the tackle at the 38. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. New set of downs for him at the 38.
We're good. Cut. 12.
On first down, they'll run with Montgomery. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Brought down by Javon Hargrave. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
14.
Off play action, Goff. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. That's Diamador Lenore. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
First play, he's going to throw. Purdy. On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And he goes out of bounds just short of the 35. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
19 at the 27-yard line. 18,
Trying again, following the sack. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No luck finding George Kittle with that one. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. From the gun is Purdy. Brought in by Ayuk. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. This is ahead for about 5. Tackled by Jack Campbell. It's a gain of 5, and he's just short. So that's third and less than a yard.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
On the counter, McCaffrey. And he'll get them enough for a first down. Offense in the hurry up here. First down, and they go right back to him. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. That was a Foxu Melifonwu there to make the play. Working quickly here. Play action now with Purdy. Throwing this back in the end zone. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Now it's Purdy. Completed here to McCaffrey. They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out! But he bounces out of bounds, so they'll retain possession. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
The Niners take over first and 10.
From the red zone now. Escapes the pocket. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover, wisely throwing it away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
70 Lions. Viking 18. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Come 19. Come 19.
So before the play clock has a chance to expire, Kyle Shanahan signals timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Caught by Jennings. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers have a great first drive and get the game's first points. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Rush coming off the edge, and they block it! He's off to the races! Reaches the 40! Hits the 20! And he is into the end zone, so they steal 2 points on the block kick and return.
Kate, plays like these and moments like these are such a reminder of every last little detail. I know some would call this luck, but I guarantee you they practice. They look at launch angles. They look at vulnerabilities. They look at chances for attack. And when they can get their hands up and block that point after and take it to the house, they will celebrate that one in the film room later.
And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They're out and set, first and 10.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This is Montgomery running right. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. So before they can get set and snap it, the clock runs out on quarter 1. Neither side separating much so far. Back to Levi Stadium right after this. Back and beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. They have 2nd and 9 for their first play.
Hey, lift! 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 Lift!
They go play action with Goff. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Out of the shotgun, Goff. St. Brown there to bring it in. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Goff on 1st and 10. That's low and bounces short of his man.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Throwing again, it's Goff. Buys time, rolling right.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm. Especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing he woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
It's Montgomery on 3rd. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
On first down, it's Goff. He's on the move. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle. Offense up to the line fast. From the 29. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Hold on. Check.
First down throw from Goff. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now they face 2nd down.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You've got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
Goff trying again on 2nd and 10. And he'll go down here at the 16. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
2 for 1. Hey, 5.
Goff now on 3rd down. He brings it in. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal. Throwing off the play fake here. We'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir. So the incompletion on first. Here's second and goal. Montgomery. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown. The Lions get some late points and the lead. David Montgomery with the touchdown. He would not be denied that close to the end zone, Brock. I think it might have taken 5 or 6 guys tackling him to keep him from diving across the line for 6.
Certainly a second effort touchdown, no question. The backs who become fan favorites, we've seen it through the generations, and they set the curve for their peers, are the ones who just fight through that stop. It will not be denied of a touchdown.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. It's Deebo Samuel with the return. He's stopped on the return at the 27. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. This ball's cut by McCaffrey.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Here we go. Cowboy 80. Trap 60. Trap 60. 19 Lions. Let's go. Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 7. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down. From the gun, McCaffrey. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
2nd and 8. That throw finds Kittle. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Pretty throwing here on 1st. Chased out to his right. Throwing deep for the end zone. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Jack Campbell at the INT. And the Lions will take it back to their own 30 before they're stopped. And that is where they're going to take over after the interception.
Red zone defense. It is a part of the practice week at least twice, Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays, because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining. Shotgun snap here to Goff. That's complete to Sam Laporta. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down. Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. Man in motion here. From the gun, Goff. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
17, 17, 17.
To throw again here, 2nd and 10. It's Goff. He's going to push one deep down the right. And that's going to fall in. Minutes left. Nearly an interception on that play. And he's back to throw. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. Tried getting it to Amon-Ra St. Brown. So that brings up 4th and long. The Lions readying for the punt. The Niners have Ricky Pearsall ready to return. And the fair catch secured here at the 16. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Tackled by Jack Campbell. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
At the 34-yard line.
From the 34. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That throw was looking for Brandon Ayuk. And that brings up 3rd down.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down. Trying to find his tight end. So that brings up 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Let's go now. Let's keep those sticks moving. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Mustang 19.
He'll throw it. He's got it to his running back. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Offense in the hurry up here.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Putting a receiver in motion.
Go.
1st down throw by Purdy. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
To throw again, it's Purdy. Into the hands of Samuel, complete. And he's brought down for a loss. Working quickly here.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
79 Bronco. 18 Pioneer.
On 3rd down, Purdy. He'll get this complete to Jennings. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. Purdy on 1st down. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Back to the air on 2nd. Purdy. Got a man. McCaffrey has it. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Aiden Hutchinson on the tackle. A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
70 Timberwolves.
And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That's Carlton Davis.
Intercepted by the Lions. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They give up the gut to Montgomery. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Running on 2nd with Montgomery. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. 3 yards puts them back on the right track. Now they've got 3rd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Goff on 3rd. He finds Laporta. Still going through the 25. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, 76.
Out of the shotgun, Goff. Connects on one to Jamison Williams. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he's able to push forward to the 25. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
Obama. 17. 11. Hey, Cal.
Throwing from the gun here. On the move. Oh, he lost the football. And they pick it up. Time to push for that marker. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice. But kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. And if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
From the gun on 3rd down. They did it! He made the interception! And the 49ers have some new life in the 4th.
I don't know about you, but I'm a little surprised that one didn't make it all the way back for 6. Took some amazing effort from the guys making the tackle to save a touchdown, but still an outstanding return from a defense that sensed they needed the big play, and they found it.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Here we go, sack. Hurt.
Oh, looks like the defense got a little too excited there. That's going to be a penalty. He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early. And I'll talk about a golden opportunity at an immediate 1st down following that encroachment flag. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. That one intended for Brandon Ayuk. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short?
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
And he's brought down for a loss.
That was a beautiful picture, Kate, of stop the run on the way to the quarterback. 3rd downs, I don't mind a draw call. You're thinking pass, you want those defensive ends to come upfield. But kudos to that whole defense to stop that run on the way to the quarterback. After I'd imagine dozens and dozens of kicks into that net on the sideline staying warm, Kate, he finally gets his chance to knock a field goal through the uprights. And of course, he wasn't going to whiff on that opportunity.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Tiger. Cut.
Montgomery gets it from the gun. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
Well, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs, against the better defenses in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
76, tell him. 76. Super.
Gone. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Back to throw it. Into the hands of Gibbs. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. Looking to throw. Running back him down just on the other side of midfield. It's an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble there on 4th down, and they move those chains. On 1st down, it's Gibbs. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Ric Flair. Listen. 2 for 1.
They go play action with Goff. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Lions with a little more work to do to win it here. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Looking to throw. Forced out to his right. Skips it short of his man. That brings up 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? They chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Now to throw. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and it's exactly what they did.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. 2nd down now, 7 to go. They stick with McCaffrey. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down.
You know, the defenses in the league today, they have to be so reactive. They have to be so twitchy. But this was a good job by that front. Yeah, they reacted initially, but then they showed the burst, the quickness, the pursuit defensively to limit that counter gain to less than 5.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them, keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
Offense looking confident, but they need 4 here on 4th down. Here he is to throw. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
He'll look to throw it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Looking for Sam Laporta with that one. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1.
2 for 1. 2 for 1. Hey, let's go.
Looking to throw it. He connects downfield on 4. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Gibbs now from the gun. And he works his way for a gain of 4. Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. Still one more in their pocket to use. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
Value 3. Value 3.
Here he is to throw. Cut at the 10-yard line. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Well, Brock, 4 quarters, couldn't decide a winner, and now we're set up for an exciting conclusion to this contest. Overtime is coming up next.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
And hopefully this conclusion will be just as exciting as our opening 4 quarters. The kick is away here in overtime. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. First throw of overtime now. He finds a seam down the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that gives the Lions the first. Putting the tight end in motion. Hand off to Gibbs from the gun. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Value 3. Value 3. We're good. We're good.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. They send a man in motion.
Whoa.
3rd and long for him here. He fires one deep down the middle. Brought in inside the 20. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions go up by 6. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return.
At their own 24-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Go, Reed. Go.
They motion the tight end over. Now he gets a shot here in overtime. Escapes the pocket. Oh no, they get him yet again. Jack Campbell with the INT. They've battled each other all game long, Brock, but the coverage, so with a couple of surprises up their sleeve for this QB, stealing possession there with the pick.
And there's always a look or two, Kate, that doesn't get used much during the game. A way to disguise the coverage and trick those QB.
Hey, it's Paul. I was listening to the album. Good luck. You're on your own.
Guess who's back? Back again. Shady's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? 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 Guess who's back?
Well, look what the stork brung. Little baby devil with the forked tongue. And it's sticking out, yeah, like a sore thumb. With a forehead that it grew horns from. Still a white jerk. Pulling up in a Chrysler to the cipher with a in a light shirt. Lyrical technician, an electrician. Y'all light work. And I don't gotta play pretend. It's you I make believe. And you know I'm here to stay, cause me. If I was to ever take a leave, it would be as friend to break a feed. If I was to ask for Megan D Stallion, if she would collab with me, would I really have a shot at a feat? I don't know, but I'm glad to be back like abracadabra. And for my last trick, I'm about to reach in my back, bruh. Like abracadabra. And for my last trick, just like that, and I'm back, bruh. Now back in the days I owed me, right around the time I became ate some as a way of coping. Take the case of turned me into smiley face emoji. May not be age appropriate, but I will fit an 8-year-old indeed with a participation trophy. Yes, I have 0 doubts that this whole world's bound to turn into some Girl Scouts. That censorship girls out. So when I started this verse, it did start off lighthearted at first, but it feels like I'm targeted. Mind-boggling how my profit is skyrocketed. Look what I pocketed. Yeah, it's just like y'all have been like jogging in. I've been running at full speed, and that's why I'm ahead like my noggin. I'm the fight y'all get in when you debate who the best, but I sound white. I step up to that mic, cock it then. Oh my God, attention, not again. Abracadabra. And for my last trick, I'm about to reach in my back, bruh.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Northern California and Levi's Stadium in the South Bay in Santa Clara, California. It's Jake Elliott ready to get this one kicked off. And off we go from Santa Clara. He fields it at the 8. Now an opening past the 30. He'll wind up getting this all the way to the 45-yard line.
At their own 45-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Street.
Only a gain of 1 on the game's opening play. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Check that. Street.
They're going. Here's Purdy. Open man downfield is Kittle. And he's going to have the 49ers first down. And it's a big letdown there defensively. Somehow they allow them to convert on 4th and long.
Go! 60 Maverick.
Throwing from the gun is Purdy. That is incomplete. He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time. It's 2nd down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Here's Christian McCaffrey to get things started. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Throwing is Purdy. Samuel has it working the middle. Give him 14 on that one. It's good for a Niners 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
On 2nd down, Purdy. Now he takes off. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Come 19!
From the gun, it's Purdy. And he's in. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Moody's extra point is good. And the 49ers will take a 7-0 lead. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. To return is Kenneth Gainwell. A good return as he takes it across the 30. First and 10. First carry for Saquon Barkley. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
He's got his man. It's Smith. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the... Five-yard line. They get the conversion on third down. It was a gain of 27. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He'll go right back to Smith. They hook up again.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Hurts will try it again. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. And an Eagle first down.
To the air again. Hurts. This is to Goddard on the screen. They try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. They're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Hurts going to fire this one out to Smith. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the 1st quarter. The Niners have the early advantage. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. Third and long. So Goddard, the tight end, comes in motion. 3rd and long for Hurts. That's taken in left side by Smith. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
On 4th down, it's Jake Elliott time for the Eagles. This just a little more than a chip shot. 32-yard attempt.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, smash Bronco! Keep it up! Check out!
On the bootleg, it's Purdy. He'll find his open man. That's Brandon Ayuk. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
A McCaffrey now on 1st and 10. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
A 2nd down throw here for Purdy. That's complete to Kittle, the tight end. And he will go all the way. George Kittle. Touchdown, San Francisco. What a luxury to have in an offense, a tight end who can take it down the field like that and take it the distance. Shades of Greg Olsen back in the day.
Well, I appreciate that, Mike, but I think it's clear by now that we all know what's the most impactful position on offense. It's the tight end. And when you have a guy like this who can not only make those difficult catches underneath, but who can get down the field for these big plays, man, you got yourselves a weapon.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. Britton Covey now on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Good, set. 73.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's caught by Smith on the right side.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can. Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
A pass caught by Saquon. A pickup of 14 on that one. 1st down, Philadelphia.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
2nd down and 8. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He finds Jahan Dotson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game. It allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. It's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Hurts now. It hangs up a bit too much. It's intercepted. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. They'll motion over Samuel. Purdy now on second down. He'll get this into the hands of Debo. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. It sets up 4th down. Timeout 49ers. That is their second. So on 4th down, the Aussie, Mitch Wishnowsky, out to punt. Britton Covey deep for the Eagles. And a short field awaits. Fair catch taken on this side of midfield.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll motion a tight end right. On play action, Hurts taking a shot downfield for Smith. To the goal line and in. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Mike, I'm not sure how else to put it other than this is just a complete defensive breakdown. I mean, from where this ball was snapped, you simply have to just defend the end zone, and if they throw it short, come up and rally tackle. If they throw it in the end zone, high point the ball and knock it down. You cannot give up 6 points to end this half.
So we hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers in the lead. As we'll send you over to Orlando, our EA Sports halftime report with the coach. Jonathan, all yours. 3 points, all that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. For the return, here comes Britton Covey. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up 2nd and long. Here's Hurts. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 85 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles make the lead 4. It is 17-13. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
On third down, it's Purdy. He finds his big receiver, that's Jennings. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Open man downfield is Kittle. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Purdy. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hurt. Go, Rick, go.
Back to the air is Purdy. A short one there, caught by Kittle. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Third and short, here's Purdy. Has his man, it's Samuel. 14 yards on that pass play there. First down, 49ers. From the gun, it's a give to McCaffrey. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short.
Ready? Check, Bobcat. Check, smash.
They send the tight end in motion. They run once more with McCaffrey. And the Niners are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Set. Hey, check that. Street. Ring it.
And they'll run here with McCaffrey. He slams it in there, and he is in. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. Covey now on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion right. They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. That'll be taken in by Barkley. And this one's going to be a loss of yardage. He's marked out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
What they teach these backs is when you catch a check down, immediately try to get vertical. Try to put a hole in the defense coming to rally tackle. So give credit to the defense here. They strung this out and made him go sideways, and they forced him to go so far sideways, he went out of bounds.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He'll let one go down the middle.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
63, 63, 63.
On 3rd down, here's Hurts. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down.
63, 63, 63. Yeti, Yeti.
To the air again. Hurts. Run here with McCaffrey. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. They'll put Ayuk in motion.
At the 22-yard line.
19 Lions. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Take over.
Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. That is caught at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. 1st down and goal.
Right there, hurt. Come on, let's control the trenches. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Get out of here with a win,
And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Brandon Ayuk, touchdown San Francisco. On is Moody to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the 49ers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Now Hurts. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Now Hurts. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That is hauled in at the 5. And he will score. Game on. Jahan Dotson. Touchdown, Eagles. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3. A field goal here in the 4th quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. So Kittle comes in motion. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
4th quarter, you find yourself protecting a 1-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
They'll go back to McCaffrey on 1st down. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. Here's 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap to Purdy. He'll push it downfield. This one for Kittle. And he is short of the goal line, but they are in business at the 1-yard line. So the big play gets him down close. And now it's 1st and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
They'll look to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. From a little closer, here's 2nd and goal. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he will drive his way into the end zone. Brock Purdy, touchdown, 49ers.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Moody now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the 49ers tack on one more to their lead. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. Here's Gainwell to return. We'll get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Hurts. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. Throwing is Hurts. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their